What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Okay, we're coming back to the Warning. Yes, indeed, the Warning Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to do all the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bibbidi-bob, do me a favor, okay? Before you do all those things, make sure you watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This is a request from Nuno Costa, and it was also the winner of the Premier Tier Patreon Request Prioritization Poll, winning with 43% of the vote. It was close. It was close. But it won, and as a result, it goes from number 372 in the queue straight up to number 1. So yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, your voice, your vote does matter. They all want to see me react to this song by The Warning called Runaway. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by The Warning, okay? And the video has 26,090 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. The link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Runaway, live at Dakota Bar. I think I've done a few videos from Dakota Bar. I don't remember if it was good or bad quality. I do not remember. It's been a while. Anyway, we'll find out. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Safe haven isn't safe at all. The game they're playing's only starts so far. Nothing's good, but nothing's truly bad. Your only option's going down this path. We keep building all these walls and they love to see them fall. We were born to die, but you're not blinded by the light. You know what is wrong, what's right. You were born to survive. 'Cause you don't need no revelation. You'll be fine with being lost. You don't need their sweet salvation. You'll survive without their love. Run, run, run away, runaway child. You're not from death, they're run from life. Run, run, run away, runaway child. Escape the truth, destroy the lies. Don't worry about the others. Suicide lovers, take nothing from their fails. Run, run, run away, runaway child. Who you were and who you are.
Okay. Their chordal progression in this song is really nice. I like the beginning. Root, down to the 5th, down to the 4th. No, hold on. No, it was 4. No, I'm sorry. Flip that. It was 4, up to the root, down to the 5. Down to the 4, up to the root, down to the 5. I liked that. Interesting progression. It's simple, but it's not a progression. You don't usually hear it start on the 4, jump up to the 8, or the root, in this case, jump up to the 8, an octave above, and then go down to the 5th. That's a little unusual. That's cool. And then the progression here. G, A, up to C, down to G. So F, A, G, C, down to the, no, sorry. F, A, C, G. Yeah, that's it. So F, A, C, G, down to the F again, up to the A, up to the C, up to the E. Resolve down to the F. It's interesting, man. I dig that pattern, especially that pattern. I like it. F to the A, to the C, down to the G, to the F, up to the A, up to the C, up to the E. Yeah. Yeah. I like it. I like it. I like that progression. I kind of want to play it. I'm looking at my bass right now. My bass is yelling at me to pick it up and play it, but there's really no point because you're not going to hear it. I have got to figure out how to interface my bass with my computer. My problem is my microphone, it's one of those Yeti mics. It's a blue Yeti mic, and it's a USB. If I plug in my bass, I could use my Sans amp, and I could plug it into the direct microphone input. But if I do that, it's going to override the Yeti mic, and you're not going to be able to hear a thing I say. And then again, I could convert it back and switch it back to the mic, but then it's going to override the mic input. I got to figure out a way to work two mics in off one USB and one into the direct mic. If anybody knows how to do that, please let me know. The only way I could think of is I have to go get a little mix box. I need to get a little mix board, maybe like a 4-line mix board, plug in the mic, or plug in the bass into it, get a new mic with an XLR, and have it go into the second input, the line in, or the line for a direct line, and then plug all of that into the mic input. There's that. But that's going to be a lot of equipment to buy. I have to buy more equipment, and I don't even know if that's going to work, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's the only way I can think of. I don't know how that's going to affect the sound of the mic. I'm not sure. That may screw up my entire system. If anybody could help me out with this, I'm being dead serious here. If anybody can help me out, figure out a way to do this, please let me know. I know I've had people say, just get a little combo amp. Guys, good little combo amps are no less than $800. Yeah, I'm looking at like the Mark Bass combo amps. They're some amazing amps. I love Mark Bass. And the cheapest combo amp I've found so far is $699. Out the door with tax, I'm looking at about $800. And I just don't know if that's worth it. As little as I use it, as little as I would use it for the show, I just don't know if I don't know if that's cost effective. So if anybody can help me figure out a way to use my Sans amp, I have a Sans amp. It's a DI box, basically. If anybody could help me out, figure out a way to connect my bass through my DI box, my Sans amp, into my computer, have it come through as audio without overriding my mic, and have them both work together, please let me know in the comments how to do it, because I would really love to learn how to do it. So that way, when I do pick up my bass and play, you guys can actually hear what I'm playing. I would love that. I have not figured out how to do it yet. Anyway, I digress. But yeah, that chordal pattern, I dig it. F to the A to the C, down to the G, F to the A to the C, resolve into the E. I love that. Great pattern. Fantastic pattern. Anyway, let's keep going here. I digress. I'm sorry. Whoa. Hold on. Ba-da, ba-da, da-da, da-da, ba-da, da-da, da-da, 5, 4, flat 2, 1. I was going to say it almost sounds Lydian, but it's not quite Lydian. 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 2, 1. 1, 2, 4, 5. Yeah, it's not quite Lydian, but it's, what would that be? Flat 2? I don't know what the third is. 1 flat 2, 4, 5. What would that be? Not Hindu. Hindu would be 4 major 3, flat 2, 1. 5, 4, flat 2, 1. Skipping the third. What is that? It's not Mixolydian. It's not Lydian. Not Dorian. Iolian. What would it be? God, I'm getting rusty on my theory. Dear Lord. Shame on me. I need to, okay. I don't know what mode that is. I'm going to have to figure it out. I'm going to have to look it up. I do not remember. 1 flat, well, yeah, 1, 2, 4, 5. 1 flat 2, 4, 5. God dang it. I'll have to look it up. Anyway, cool mode. I dug that. It's different. It's definitely different. Not something you always hear. I love the subdivision. Ba, 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 ba. 2, 3, 4, 1. Ba, 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 ba. Almost like, yeah, it's like a triplet feel. It's like a triplet feel. Very nice. Very well done. Very well executed. Let's keep going here.
Safe haven isn't safe at all. In the things only starts to fall. Nothing's good, but nothing's truly bad. When you make your choice, there'll be no going back. We keep building all these walls, and they love to see them fall.
Good harmonies.
We are born to die, but you're not blinded by the light. You know what is good, what's right. You are born to survive.
Who's doing the harmonies? The harmonies are good. I want to give credit where credit's due. Who's harmonizing right now?
We are born to die, but you're not blinded by the light. You know what is good, what's right. You are born to survive. 'Cause you don't need
I think it was all A.
revelation. You'll be fine with being lost. You don't need their sweet salvation. You'll survive without their love. Run away, child. If you're not from death, then run from life. Run away, child. Escape the truth. Destroy the lies. Don't worry about the others. Suicide lovers. Send nothing wrong, that's fair.
So they're adding a variation. Okay, so F to A to C to G. F to A to C to E. F to A to C to low E. To F to A to C to E. And then rinse and repeat. Okay. It's interesting. I dig it. It's not at all what I was expecting. Not at all what I was expecting. It's done well. It's done really well. Let's keep going. A, C, E, A, F, C, G, A, F, C, G. Okay. Kind of Iron Maiden-ish at the end there.
Gracias.
Nice. Really good song. Really good song. Like really good song. Let me think about it. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was The Warning with Runaway. This was a request from Nuno Costa, and it was also the winner of the Premier Tier Patreon Request Prioritization Poll, winning with 43% of the vote. It was close. You know, a couple more votes, and it could have gone either way. It was number 372 in the queue. It went straight up to number 1. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, your voice, your vote does matter. Okay. I gave it some thought, and I'm glad I did, because I kept saying the song was really good, and like really good, and I had to give it some thought, and I'm glad I did, because as a result of me giving it some thought, the score did change a little bit. It did change slightly. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give that an 8.2. Yep. 8.2. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, I'm gonna do something a little weird here. I'm gonna start with the live performance. The live performance was really good. It was good to see. I thought everybody involved was, how should I say this? They were on point with their live show. How about that? Nothing amazing, nothing mind-blowing, but everybody did exactly what they were supposed to do, and they all did a fine job doing it. Pal back there, you know, committing a hate crime on those drums. I love seeing that. She really puts her all into that drum playing when she was younger. You know, she was just beating the hell out of those drums. Seeing Ale in her infancy, when I say infancy, I mean that from a standpoint of stage presence. So her stage presence infancy. She wasn't quite, you know, being the shy, you know, little thing that she was when she first started, but she also is not the performer that she is now. She was starting to come out of her shell a little bit. So this was still in the infancy of her stage presence. Fun to see. It's fun to see that evolution. So it was fun to see her kind of starting to have little shades and little glimpses of little Jean coming out. You know what I mean? It was also really fun to see her doing the backing vocals. I haven't seen her do a ton of those. Usually that's Pow. So seeing her actually doing the backing vocals and the harmonizing herself without any help from Pow whatsoever, that was fun to see. That was a lot of fun to see. Danny doing a great job being the front woman. And she, by this point in the career, it looks like she's really kind of come into her own. And she's only gotten better. I mean, but at this point, she had already kind of established herself as being the front woman, and all eyes on me. And that's great. I'm glad she has that. Now, these days, she's got some competition. Ale definitely pushes her, because Ale, whether she wants to or do it or not, whether she knowingly is doing it or not, she's still in the spotlight. She absolutely is. So Danny has to work even harder, because she wants the spotlight, you know what I mean? So it's good to watch the two of them push each other, have that friendly competition. It's never negative. It's never in a condescending or in a jealousy type of way, but they're constantly like, I'm gonna take it this time. You see the one, oh yeah, watch this. I'm gonna steal it back, you know? I love it. I do the same thing with my bands that I'm involved in. I always like to push the lead singer and make the lead singer do more, because if they don't, then I'm gonna take it. Why? Because I want that spotlight. I want that spotlight on me when I play. So if the lead singer wants it, he's gonna have to take it from me, and he's gonna have to take it out of my cold, dead hand in order to get it. So if he really wants it, he's gonna have to beat me on stage to do it. And I'll tell the lead singer that straight up, you know? And sometimes, honestly, it's gotten me in trouble. It has, but you know, I think it's worth it, because it does push the lead singer whether they want to be pushed or not. So that's why I do what I do. And yes, I've lost jobs over doing that, and it's fine. You know, that's how they want to be. That's how they want to be. They want to settle for mediocrity with their lead singers. Hey, more power to them. Anyway, I was glad to see that from both of them. That was fun to see. Now, having said that, this song is one of the better songs I have heard the girls write. I know that's going to sound weird, but hear me out. Hear me out, okay? From a songwriting standpoint, I truly believe this is one of the better songs they've written. I could tell a lot of thought went into this. Just in the chordal progressions alone. Starting on the 4, coming up to the root, going down to the 5. Not something you usually hear. Usually you'll hear, verses starting on the root and then go to the 5 and down to the 4. They started on the 4. They started on the last step and then went to the root and then down to the 5. And I thought that was really cool. It put a different spin on things. It's not something you hear very often. I know that's not the first time I've heard that being done, but it's not commonplace. It's not common practice. So that was different. That was unique. And then we got to the chorus, and the chorus was even more varied. But everything they did, and now look, whether they went F up to the A, up to the C, down to the G, or from C up to the E, or from C down to the E, it didn't matter which way they went with it, or even a variation, E to F to A, to C. That worked too. And they had all these different variations, but all within the same chordal pattern. And I dug it. It worked, and they made it work. And what I loved about it was they had all of these different variations based on the same chordal pattern. And it all fit. It all sounded good. It all made sense. And most importantly, it was all of that variety to keep the song from sounding repetitive, redundant, and stale. So great job on those girls. The one line that got me was when they were doing that triplet pattern descending, and they had the 5 to the 4 to the flat 2 to the 1, and I kept thinking to myself, 1 flat 2 4 5, what is that? I could not remember off the top of my head, so I went looking while I was thinking. I did an internet search, and I'm looking for it. The closest I could come to it was a Phrygian sus 2. I don't know if I'm buying that. I mean, part of me says yes, but the sus 2 would be a natural 2. It would not be a flat 2. Unless it was, well, wait a minute, hold on. Could there be a flat sus 2? Actually, there could be. So I guess Phrygian sus flat 2. I guess? Sure? Not something you see very often at all. I don't think I've ever seen Phrygian sus flat 2 before. I know I've seen Phrygian sus 2. I've seen that, but I don't think I've ever seen Phrygian sus flat 2. I'm not even 100% sure if that's a real thing. For those of you that do know music theory, if you could clue me in, is that a real thing? Sus flat 2? I don't know. I don't know if... I don't think I've ever encountered it. So those of you that are studied in music theory and probably know more about music theory than I do, could you let me know if that's a thing or not? I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, look, I don't know everything. I'm still learning to this day. So I'm not going to stand here and claim that I know everything about theory. I don't. I know, believe it or not, I know enough about theory to get by, but I'm not a master of theory by any stretch. There's a ton that I need to still learn. But that's the closest I could come to for an explanation. It was Phrygian sus, I guess, flat 2. There you go. But that was an intriguing line. I dug that. It definitely got my attention. And with that triplet feel to boot, it felt really good. The energy and the tempo in the song felt good. I dug the song. I dug the song. I thought it was a really, really great song. From a songwriting standpoint, I would give it probably around like an 8.4, 8.5, somewhere in there. So let's say 8.4. Okay, 8.4. So 8.4 on the grading scale for the song, right? No, actually, no. Take that back. Give the song an 8.5. Yeah, 8.5 on the song. It's a great song, man. 8.5 on the song. You take the live performance into it. Now, here's where live performances can hurt you. Here's where live performances, they can hurt you. Not the most impressive live performance, let's be honest. I've seen better from the girls, okay? So 8.5 for the song. I'd give the live performance 7.9. Why not? We'll do 7.9, sure. So 7.9, 8.5. I hope this comes out right. Is that right? Yeah, 16.4. 16.4 divided by 2, 8.2. Yep, there it is. Okay, good. So the math adds up. Good. All right. So yeah, and there we go. 8.2. Perfect. All right. So yeah, 8.2. I feel really good with that score. And that is where we're going to stay. I'm going to shut up now before I get myself into trouble. So 8.2, final score. I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching. And as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.